Zoroaster was always talking about, he said, Mazda, give me the thoughts of your mind. Mazda, give me the words of your mouth. Mazda, let me see what you see. My friends, and then there's no fear because you see what God sees. You're protected. I'm divine health, and sickness and disease dies when it touches me. There's a hedge of protection around me and my family and my land, and evil cannot harm us. Do you believe, my friends? What's the belief in your heart of hearts? Do you believe the lying voices? Then that's what's coming to you. But if you'll believe God, my friends, if you'll listen to the voice of God, if you'll attune yourself to His mind, my friends, it's good, it's Asha, it's the perfect creator's perfect idea. Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. My friends, there's a lot you see on the news these days. The possibility of war breaking out. There's sickness and disease, this virus. My friends, but Spirit wants me to tell you to be at peace. You might think, Magus, how can I be at peace with all this going on? My friends, I'm going to show you, you don't have to live in the chaos of the mixed fallen world. Why? Because we are Zoroastrians. We don't live in their world. We live in Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea. We live in that world. And it's a choice to attune ourselves to that. My friends, listen, we're going to be out in Zarathustra's song 6 and 7. I want to start in 7. It says, therefore, Lord, we yearn for your fire, your light, your truth, which is strong through Asha. What is Asha? It's the perfect creator's perfect idea. It's order, it's harmony, it's divine life, it's divine health, it's peace, it's power, it's freedom. It's not being a victim to violence, our war, our sickness, our disease. My friends, that's why we're the original magicians, because we are powerful if you will allow yourself to be. It says Asha is very swift and it is very forceful, and it clearly and strongly helps its followers. But wise one, for an enemy daring to do harm, it has the power of arms to stop him. It can be a weapon, my friends. It can put a force field around you, and I've seen this time and time again. Matter of fact, here we're seeing all this stuff about Russia in the news, aren't we? I just thought about this, about, what was it, 15, 16 years ago, Russia was having a war with Georgia. You remember that? And I was working at a place down at the beach on boats, and the girl that worked in the office, she was Russian. And one day, I could tell she had been crying. I said, what is wrong? And she said she heard from her cousin and that he was going to be on the front line, and he was telling the whole family that they basically told him, you're not going to return. Your whole troop won't return. They're on the very front line, my friends. And I said, well, why don't you just pray and have God protect him? That was so foreign to her thinking. She said, I never learned about God in my culture. I don't even understand that. And I said, oh, okay, I'll tell you this. I'm going to pray a hedge of protection around him. And if he is safe and protected, then you'll know that God is. My friends, I saw her later, big smile on her face. And I said, well, what happened with your cousin? My friends, she said that he was completely protected, a shield around him. Everyone around him died. His whole troop was taken out. He was the only one out of his troop that lived. My friends, did you know what she said? Thank God. My friends, I've seen it time and time again. My friends, and our weapon, it's not for destruction. My friends, it's to bring peace. It's to bring protection. It's to live in Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea. Go to Song 6. And go to verse 5. Listen to this. Are you guys enjoying this? If you like what we do here, hit that like button, my friend. I shall listen. Here Zoroaster is talking to Ahura Mazda. I shall listen to your inspiring voice, the greatest of all voices. There's a lot of voices out there telling you, be afraid, be scared. My friends, but listen to God's voice. Ahura Mazda saying, I will protect you, my child. Come into my light and darkness cannot enter. Come into my life and there is no sin, sickness, and death. Come into my peace and there is no war and violence, but it's a choice that every man and woman must make for themselves. I'll listen to the greatest of all voices to reach dominion in Asha through good mind. I am the true invoker, and who through Asha, through righteousness, perceives you with Vohu Mainyu, the God mind. And get this, I am longing to have your vision. Zoroaster was always talking about, he said, Mazda, give me the thoughts of your mind. Mazda, give me the words of your mouth. Mazda, let me see what you see. My friends, and then there's no fear because you see what God sees. You're protected. I'm divine health, and sickness and disease dies when it touches me. There's a hedge of protection around me and my family and my land, and evil cannot harm us. Do you believe, my friends? What's the belief in your heart of hearts? Do you believe the lying voices? Then that's what's coming to you. But if you'll believe God, my friends, if you'll listen to the voice of God, if you'll attune yourself to His mind, my friends, it's good, it's Asha, it's the perfect creator's perfect idea. He says, I am pursuing through good mind, Vohu Mainyu, the Christ mind, through Asha, immortality and wholeness, Harvatat, Emeritat, my friends, wholeness, wellness, bliss, immortality, life one with God, my friends. That's when our hearts harmonize. It's the union where God and man are one, no separation. God can't get sick. Did you know that? Are you one with God or not? Then believe it and be it. My friends, say, I am divine health. Sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I'm protected. My friends, speak it, believe it. Quit playing games. My friends, God is powerful, and He's in you, and He's around you. Listen to this. Lord wise, rise within me. Lord wise, rise within me. Let that truth, that light, that life rise within me. Be me. Oh, beautiful. And it says, I offer the all good Spirit, the very life breath of myself, the first fruits of my good mind, deeds, and words, gained through Asha. My friends, what is Asha? It's the perfect creator's perfect idea. Everything you want is going to come from holding that mind. What does God think? Give me the thoughts of God. I'm divine life. I'm divine health. I'm powerful. I'm free. I'm blessed in everything I do. There's a hedge of protection around me. Me and my children will live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. And it says, I give my whole life to you, good Spirit. And as you speak, that Spirit speaks to you. I give my whole life to you. And that beautiful merging, that marriage, that oneness, that union takes place where you and God are one. Be at peace, child of God, because you are in God and God is in you, and the light is in you, and you are the light, and darkness cannot enter the light, and that is the key to the kingdom, and that wisdom rules both worlds. My God, I love you, I love you, I love you. If you enjoyed this, share it with one person today, because the world needs this. I love you guys. See you next time.